वाचालं पङ्गुं लाङ्घायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं नमयो विष्णुपादाय श्रीगौरप्रियमूर्तये श्रीमते भक्तिवल्लभतीर्थगोस्वामिनामिने कृपया क्षमतामपराधिजनं कलुषायुतशक्तसुदीननरं सुपथे परिचालय सर्वदिनं प्रणमामि च माधवदेवपदम् वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। We are going through Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th canto, 8th chapter, the life of King Bharat after he has left his kingdom and family members. King Bharat, he left the family for performing bhajan. He gave all the duties to his sons and younger brothers, and he came to the forest to perform bhajan. But what can come on the way, nobody knows. The uncertainty is there in this material world. Nobody can be assured that yes, I have conquered Maya. Nobody can feel relaxed, okay, fine, now none of these material things are going to trouble me. I am situated in bhajan. There is no guarantee. Any time, the greatest of the persons can face such a situation. Even the greatest of the persons can face such a situation. The thing is, we should not be judging those persons. We should not be talking ill about those persons. He may be a very nice devotee, but due to influence of some past deeds, these things might come up temporarily. Devotion is permanent. Whatever devotion one has performed, that is permanent. That is going to remain always. But whatever karmas that we have committed in the past, they can act on us anytime. Only for a liberated soul, there is no bondage of karma. But up until the platform of sadhana bhakti, till we are liberated, till we have not perfected in devotion, there is always a threat of Maya. We may think everything is fine, now I am very safe, I'm in the company of the Vaishnavas, I'm staying in the mutt, and everything is going fine, and there cannot be influence of Maya. But it is not the case. Maya can come in any form at any time. One devotee, sannyasi, Akumar Brahmachari, he was a brahmachari right from his birth. He did not enter into married life. So many persons had a lot of faith, and they would go to him, they would meet with him. One person came and asked, Swamiji, I want to know if you have ever associated with a woman. Then Swamiji said, I cannot answer you now. Please come after some days. Then he thought, why is he thinking like this? What is there to answer now? Why after some days? Some days passed by. Again that person came and asked, Swamiji, I asked you a question, whether you associated with women. I want to know from you. Swamiji said, I cannot answer you now, please come after some days. Few days passed by, now he is about to die. So immediately remembered, that person has asked me, I haven't answered him yet, please call him now. So that person was called for, and he came. Swamiji told that I have to answer your question, I have not answered you yet. I want to answer you before I leave. And then he tells, now I can tell for sure that I have not associated with women. I can tell you for sure that I have not associated with women in my entire life. The lesson that we understand from this is that there is a lot of uncertainty in this material world. Anytime anything can happen. Nobody can be assured that he has crossed over Maya, or Maya is no longer will have any influence on him. Nobody can be sure of it. Always we should fear the attack of Maya. Always. At the same time, we should have a lot of faith that Krishna is there to protect us. We are not masterless people. We have Supreme Master, who is the master of even Maya. By my own power, by my own intelligence, by my own spiritual practices, I will not be able to overcome Maya. But if Krishna showers his mercy, then this is going to be possible. So, we are constantly depending or relying upon the mercy of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, simultaneously performing actions that pleases him. Whatever we are doing, the devotional activities, is an act of trying to please the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. If the Lord is pleased, then we will attain the highest thing. We will have his mercy. Devotion is Krishna Akarshani. The devotion is the process which attracts Supreme Lord. The karmi, jnani, yogi, they don't attract the Lord as much as a devotee or devotional, one who performs devotion attracts. Therefore, because devotion is very dear to him, we perform this all the while relying upon his mercy only. We are able to chant the names, we are able to perform devotion due to his mercy. We shall not take any pride. Oh, I am chanting 64 rounds. No. I am chanting, I am going through Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavat every day for 1 or 2 hours. No, these are not our personal achievements. These are possible only by the mercy. We have to see the mercy of the Lord always. Krishna Kripa Avalokanam. One has to see the mercy of the Lord in all the activities. The moment we think that, oh, I am the doer, very soon we are going to be a victim of Maya. Therefore, here the life of Bharata is an example. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has already told that we should not think that Bharat is an ordinary person. The Lord has made this particular thing happen on Bharat in order to give instruction to all of us. If he was an ordinary person, we would not be reading his life story here. If he were an ordinary person, the Lord chooses his own persons in order to give instructions. Just like in Bengali, there is a saying that "Jhi ke mere bau ke shikha diva." If a mother-in-law wants to give instructions to the daughter-in-law, then she will instruct her daughter first in front of the daughter-in-law. She dictates the daughter so that the daughter-in-law understands what the mother-in-law is telling. She will not directly order the daughter-in-law. You understand? Because she has a relationship with the daughter. The daughter is not wrong, but the daughter is chastised in front of the daughter-in-law so that she understands, oh, this is mother-in-law is telling to me through the daughter. In a similar manner, the devotees are the direct men of Supreme Lord. They are the direct persons of Supreme Lord. In order to give instructions to ordinary living entities, he chooses his own persons. There should be a confidential person, his own person on whom he can do whatever he wants. Ordinary people, they will not accept. If mother-in-law directly chastises the daughter-in-law, then she will say, who are you? My mother never chastised me. My mother never did these things to me. And you are, showing so much supremacy over me. She will not be able to accept because the relation is not there. In a similar manner, the Lord, chooses his own personal members to give this instruction. So, King Bharat's life is an example to all of us. Our most revered Srila Gurudev used to say, we are not going to, talk ill about, Bharat. Oh, he left everything and he has come to forest. See what has happened with him. Better he would have stayed in the house and then he would have taken care of his parents or children, brothers. So he has wasted his time. The devotees' life are not meant to be discussed on a material plane by materialistic people. Whatever is written in Srimad Bhagavatam is a translation must be disturbing for you? Translation? Yes, okay. So, these are the topics. Srimad Bhagavat talks about the topics that brings welfare to all immaterial of time. These are the timeless topics. These are not for a particular stipulated amount of time and later some other stories will come. These stories or these narrations are timeless. So King Bharat, he left everything and now he got so much attached to the deer. In the absence of the deer, he was constantly worried about him. Where he is gone? Oh, I am so useless person. I am so cruel that I have not taken care of this deer properly. So he is so much worried. Have the ferocious animals in the forest eaten him? Is he alive? He is such a noble person. He is such a, sadhu person, very, what do you call, kind hearted person, this deer is. Because even though I am so cruel to him, even though I have not been taking care of him properly, still he is with me. He has put so much faith on me, like sadhus. The sadhus, they don't see the bad qualities of others. Even though we are repeatedly, performing against the will of the devotees, still, okay, he will or she will one day, will come to Krishna Bhakti. They will slowly accept this, no problem. Just like a, scorpion and a sadhu. Repeatedly the sadhu is rescuing the scorpion, even though the scorpion is biting. Repeatedly is biting the sadhu, but the sadhu does not see the demerits. No problem. My duty is to rescue. I shall rescue. If he is biting on the way, that is his nature. But how can I give up my nature? Why should I give up my nature? So this deer is a sadhu. Even though I have not taken care of him properly, he, out of his own sadhu's nature, may he come back to me again. He's thinking like this. And further, at the loss of, darshan of the deer, he is so much worried, so much maddened, that he is, remembering all those things that have happened with the deer. I, in a playful mood, used to sit in meditation pretentiously in order to just tease the deer. The deer would come, just like we heard the example, as if a mother and the father, they act indifferent to the child. They pretend as if they are indifferent to the child. No, from today mama is angry with you. Mama will not talk to you. Get out of this place. It's pretentious. It's not actual. So like this, I have done so many pretentious meditations, sitting and meditating, kind of being indifferent. And then the deer, being restless, he would go here and there, and then he would come to me, and with his horns, the newly coming up horns, he would, on my body, he would, touch, just like a water droplet touches the body, as smooth the water touches, his horns touches like this. Oh, will I get this again? And then he's further, talking like a madman, that sometimes when I have put the kusha grass, I have prepared all paraphernalia for my yajna, for my sacrifice, he would come in a playful mood, and then he would disturb. He would pull the grass, he would eat. By this he would spoil the entire place, and then I would immediately become angry on him. Hey, what did you do? You disturbed my this thing. Like a child also sometimes chastised by the parents. It's only external, it's not internal. So it's all outside. So when I chastise him like this, the deer would immediately get, peaceful, would get quietened, and then he would sit like a Muni Kumar, a son of a Muni in meditation, controlling all the senses. Like a small child, if you chastise a small child, what he does? He sits quiet for some time. Like this, isn't it? Then you have to go and please him. No, it's okay, no problem, you should not do like this, but till then, very silently, as if he has control of all the senses, he would sit like this. So he's thinking of all these things, how the deer used to perform all these actions. He is thinking about all those things in the absence of the deer. He has come to think about Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, and now he is thinking about all these things. So Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, in the very beginning, he told, if the compassion to the other living entities is detrimental to devotion, that compassion is also very bad. It has to be given up. We may think, oh, devotees should be compassionate. How can a devotee be not compassionate? But Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says there that how Maya can act in different ways. Maya has now come in the form of compassion. We are thinking that it is devotion. But It is compassion, Maya, that has come in the form of compassion, and slowly, slowly, attachment increases and devotion is destroyed. This is the lesson that we need to take from the life of Bharat. Now we'll continue from verse number 23. Kingva are acharitam तणस्तपस्विन्यानया यदिय मरनिः सविनय कृष्णसार तनय तनुतर सुभग शिव तमाखर खुरपद पंक्ति पंक्तिभिर्द्र ऋण विधुरातुरस्य कृपणस्य मम द्रवीण पदवीं सूचरन्त्या आत्मनञ्च सर्वतः कृतकौतुकः द्विजानां सर्वापवर्गकामनां देवयजनं करोति। এইরূপ বহুভাবে প্রলাপ করিয়া রাজর্ষি ভরত গাত্রোত্থানপূর্বক বহির্দেশে আগমন করিলেন এবং মৃগ শাবকের পদচিহ্ন দর্শনে এইরূপ বলিতে লাগলেন। In this manner, he is talking so much like a madman. He is talking to himself, all these things. Nobody is there. But he is talking all these things like a madman. He was sitting in meditation. Suddenly, when he remembered, oh, where is the deer? If he found the deer, very nice. He would be very happy. He would bless the deer. May you live long. But if he doesn't find the deer, he was in lamentation. And he was thinking about all these things and he was talking like a madman. And thus, he would get up from his asana, even in the middle of his, dhyana kriya, meditation or yajna or devotion, whatever activity he was doing, he would get up from it and then he would search in the neighboring places, where he is. He was searching all around. And when he finds the footsteps of the deer, he is thinking like this: Aho, janina, ei bhagyavati vasundhara ki tapasyai koriyachilen. He is thinking, wow, what a great fortune this Mother Earth has done, that she has got the footsteps of this holy deer. जेहेतु এই ধরিত্রী विनीत कृष्ण सार सेतुर सूक्ष्म सुंदर ओ परम मंगल स्वरूप कोमल खुर चिन्ह द्वारा मृगधन बिरह कातर शोकग्रस्त अमार निकट हरिणधन गमन मार्ग प्रदर्शन कोरियादिते छे. How fortunate is this Mother Earth that she has got this soft, beautiful, all auspicious footprints of the deer. Through these footprints, Mother Earth is as if telling me the path, that this is the path you should go if you want to search the deer. एवं तद्वारा आपना केवु अलंकृत कोरिया सर्पाप स्वर्गाप वर्ग कामी द्विजगणेर यज्ञ भूमि रूपे निर्देश करते छे. And being decorated by the holy footprints of this deer, even this mother is decorated, Mother Earth is decorated with the holy footprints. Sometimes we feel our children are the greatest wealth of the Mother Earth. If my child is not there, Mother Earth would be losing lot. They are so, if my child has not come and if he has not performed activities like this, what else is there in this world to be relished and cherished? So these days, they're capturing every little bit of the child, every little bit. And sometimes I just go through the YouTube videos. Every day, some members always, every day, my son has done this, my son's activities today, my son's activities today. When his father is outside the station, what my son did. When the new mangoes have come, what my son has did. And when the mango is rotten, what he has done. Useless. That mother is thinking that, the mother earth is greatly fortunate, and probably the entire internet is greatly fortunate because her child's activities are being you know projected. So useless, so much baffled, so much confused, and so much maddened in these attachments. Now, King Bharat has done this several years ago, and then he is telling to us through his life. This is all utter nonsense. He is now thinking in a state of deep worry and anxiety out of separation from the deer. This Mother Earth is decorated with the holy footprints, and because of this, entire Bharat Bhumi, this mother, Bharat Varsha, has become a holy place for the worship of the rishis and munis. He is thinking like this. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes in the commentary, এই রূপে অনেক বিলাপ করিয়া উত্থানপূর্বক বাহিরে আসিয়া সেই হরিণ শিশুর ক্ষুরচিহ্নযুক্ত ভূমি ভাগ দর্শন করতঃ প্রীতিবশতই সেখানে আরোপিত মাহাত্ম্যের দ্বারা নিজেকে ধিক্কার সহকারে সম্বোধন করিয়া বলিতেছেন, আরে মন্দভাগ্য ভরত, বৃথা তপস্বিন, এই পৃথিবী কি তপস্যাই করিয়াছেন, যে তপস্যার তুমি আচরণ করো নাই, এই ভাব. So when Bharat is sitting in meditation, he suddenly finds his deer missing. While thinking about all the things that the deer has done and the loving, affectionate movements that he had with the deer, he would get up from his asana and he would walk. This is all prohibited when you are performing devotional activity, when you are doing Sandhya Vandan, when you are doing some devotional activity. Suddenly something happens, you get up, it is not good. You should not stop your service when we are chanting the holy name. Chanting of the holy name is the topmost service. In order to do some other service, to stop the chanting service is not good. You have to complete your that particular count on the beat. Don't stop in between. You are serving Radha Krishna when you are chanting the holy name. Stopping in between, okay, I'll pick from here later. That stopping one service in between is not good. We are doing Sandhya, Annik, and then suddenly someone comes, Prasad is over, go and bring it. Okay, what will I eat after Sandhya? Okay, let's go and quickly pick it from there. It's all not good. You should not get up. Even death may come. You suddenly hear your near and dear is finished. Finish your Sandhya first. So many persons will be finished, no problem. I'm not talking when it comes to the devotees or Gurudev. To address the service of Gurudev, one has to leave mala also, no problem. Because it is due to Guru's mercy I have got this, eligibility to chant the holy name. In order to perform service of Sri Guru, one can do so, but not for other duties. So here, he got up from the asana, and then he would search all around, and suddenly he finds the footprints of the deer, baby deer, and he starts thinking, talks like a madman. You, Bharat, you are very ill-fortunate. You think, he's talking to himself like a madman. You think that you have done so many penances, but what penances Mother Earth has done, you see? Mother Earth is so fortunate. So many penances she has done that she got the holy footprints of this deer on her body. What penance you have done? Nothing, useless. He is talking to himself like this. So he is seeing Mother Earth's fortune as many, many folds superior to his fortune because she got the footprints of the deer. अथवा विशेष अनुक्ति हेतु उहे चतुर्दश भुवनेश जनगण, बोलो बोलो, তোমাদের মধ্যে পৃথিবীর ন্যায় এমন তপস্যা কে করিয়াছে? Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur's commentary is very rasika, very juicy. So he is telling, it can also be taken in this manner. Bharat is talking in the air, right? Oh, all of you who are living in this 14 planetary worlds, please tell me who have performed more penances than Mother Earth. You think that you have done so many penances, but what Mother Earth has performed, none of you have performed. So all of your life is useless. My life is of course useless. And you are also not as fortunate as Mother Earth, because she got the holy footprints. अर्थात तुम्हादेर एरूप तपस्या नहीं ए भाव means you have not performed as severe penances as Mother Earth has done. अनुतर सूक्ष्मतम इत्यादि विशेषणेर द्वारा स्वकीय तन्माधुर्येर आस्वाद व्यक्त হইয়াছে. Actually, by telling all these things, he is relishing some happiness within. That, I was so fortunate that I got this deer. But outwardly, he is speaking like a madman because he is in separation of the deer. মৃগরূপ ধনের পথ সূচনা করিতেছেন, উহে দুঃখিত ভরত কি জন্য রোদন করিতেছ? This Mother Earth, he is pleased. Why he is pleased? By seeing the footprints of the deer. And he is thinking, you see, Mother Earth is so compassionate on me. She is telling, my dear Bharat, why are you lamenting? Don't worry. You see these footprints? These are the footprints of your baby deer. So Mother Earth is so compassionate on me. So he is studying everything as a mercy of the deer. Just like a devotee sees everything as a mercy of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. And many parents, they say, our life is because of my son or my daughter. Because of him or her, my life is there. Isn't it? Many mothers, many fathers say this. That I lost hope in everything. I thought that everything is zero, but suddenly in my house, this little baby came to bring back my hope and, life. And from that day onwards, he is my life, she is my life, my baby is my everything. So here for Bharat also it is like that. Why are you, Bharat, why are you so worried? Why are you crying? এই ক্ষুরयुक्त পদচিহ্নের পথে বনে প্রবেশকারী মৃগ বালক রূপ নিজের প্রাণধনকে তুমি পাইবে, এই রূপ কৃপাপূর্বক আমাকে আশ্বাস দিতেছেন, এই অর্থ। So Mother Earth is very mercifully telling me the path. Go in this path, search. This deer has gone in this path. I am showing you the path. You will find him. Why are you worried? Why are you in anxiety? Don't do so. Mother Earth is so compassionate on me. আত্মানম এই ধরিত্রী নিজেকেও ওই সঞ্চরণশীল পদচিহ্নের দ্বারা অলঙ্কৃত করায় কৃত মঙ্গল যজ্ঞস্থল রূপে পরিণত করিতেছেন. This Mother Earth has become a beautiful place for performing austerities, penances, and this is a all auspicious place because she is decorated with the beautiful footprints of the baby deer. স্মৃতি শাস্ত্রে উক্ত আছে, যে দেশে কৃষ্ণসার মৃগ বিচরণ করে সেখানে ধর্মের অনুষ্ঠান করিবে, অর্থাৎ ওই স্থান যজ্ঞের উপযোগী. So one Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur is telling one verse from one scripture, yasmin deshe mrigah krishnastasmin dharman nivodhato iti smrita. In the Smriti Shastras it is said that the place where Krishna mriga, a black deer, walks, that is a place to perform penances. It's there in the scriptures actually. A place where the black deer walks. It's very difficult to find that, but the place where black deer walks is a great place for undergoing any penances. It's a very auspicious place. So King Bharat is remembering that the place where this my deer has walked is a place for performing tapasya, because in the scriptures it is told, Apiswadasau Bhagavan Udupati Renam Mrigagati Bhayamrita Matarang Mrigabalakam Swashrama Paribhrashtam Anukampaya Kripana Janavatsalaha Paripatihi. अनंतर चंद्र उदित होइले चंद्रे मृगांक दर्शन करिया भरत उहाके स्वीय मृग भाविया बोलते लागिले. Now the sun has set and the moon is rising. When the moon is there, you see some black spots in the moon. He saw those black spots as the deer. He has seen, the form of a deer in those black spots in the moon. And now addressing the moon, he is talking like this. Deenajana Vatsal Bhagavan Somadev Ashramachito Mriga Matrika Ei Mriga Balake Buji Kripa Paravash Hoya Mrigapati Singher Bhaye Apnar Samipe Rakha Kurtechan. Deer is thinking, the Bharat is thinking, he saw the form of a deer in the moon. And then he is telling that Bhagavan Somadev, moon god, I think very mercifully he is kept my deer with him, so that the ferocious animals in the forest does not attack him. This deer, baby deer, is deprived of his mother. He is walking alone, and may the animals not eat him. Thinking like this, the moon god has given shelter to my deer. He is keeping there with him. He is thinking like this. ऊपरेर दिके ताकाइया चंद्रमंडले मृगचिह्न देखिया उहाके निज मृग शिशु मने कोरिया देखिते बोलिते लागिलेन अगी स्विद इत्यादि. So Vishwanath Thakur is writing that when he just put his face towards the sky, he saw the moon and he saw the marks like the deer on the moon, and then immediately he is talking to the moon, thinking that the deer is with him. Papishta Amari Anavadhan Vashata ওই মৃগ শিশু আশ্রম হইতে পদভ্রষ্ট হইয়াছে. Due to me, such a great sinner, this baby deer had to go away from this ashram because of me. भगवान इति भगवान चंद्रदेव की এই মৃগ শিশুকে স্বয়ং রক্ষা করিতেছেন. Is it that God Chandra is personally protecting my deer who was sent by me carelessly? भगवत्ता व्यतीत এই प्रकार भाग्य संभव হয় না, এই ভাব. If he were not God, he would not have done this, because God is always merciful. Such a thing, the Lord is compassionate on all the living entities. He has equivision on all the living entities. Therefore, unless one is not God, one cannot be doing this, because that compassion is not possible for ordinary living entities. So he is thinking that Chandra, because he is God, he has protected my deer. In this manner he is thinking. Okay, shall we stop here? We'll stop here and then continue tomorrow. वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Shri, yes.
Maharaj, although we're hearing all this, still the question arises that Bharat Maharaj, he wasn't an ordinary person.
Yes.
His father was Rishabdev, incarnation
Yes.
of the Lord.
Yes.
And his father elected him the chief of the 100 sons.
Correct.
And qualified to rule the whole planet.
Right.
And he was so learned,
Yes.
the representative of God on the planet.
Yes.
How is it possible that he could become attached to a deer? It's just mind-blowing.
It is beyond our understanding, isn't it? It's beyond our,
And then he's becoming
ima-
so mad.
Yes.
How is this happening?
That's what Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has written in the very beginning, that how compassion can be sometimes so dangerous on you also. He talks about anukulyasya sankalpa pratikulyasya varjanam. Whatever is favorable to devotion, you should accept. Bharat, representing an ordinary living entity like us, he is showing us how, with a false identification of ourselves as the masters or the protectors, we go so mad and crazy in this material world that if I am not there, who will take care of this deer? I am the protector, I am the rescuer, and because of my negligence, this has happened. So, all these things are coming out of his extreme compassion and attachment to the deer.
So he first became captured by compassion.
By compassion. And then that took him all the way to this madness.
Wow.
That's why he says that even the compassion, we were discussing this in the very beginning itself, that whatever activity we do, anything, we have to see whether it is favorable to Krishna consciousness or not. This is very, very essential. Be it compassion, be it rescuing someone, be it, any activity. We may think that it is the fundamental, essential thing of humanity. But the thing is that, of course, it is humanity. But the thing is that you have to question yourself, is this favorable to devotion or not? You are supposed.
How do you know? How will you know whether it's
We have to use our intelligence. That is where we have to use our intelligence. The discrimination, the intelligence, that King Bharat, he got stuck in such a great loop because of this.
He couldn't understand what
That's what I'm telling. He has performed the activity just like an ordinary living being
to teach us.
It is not that he is conditioned. He got the next birth as a deer, but he remembered everything what he has done in the past. Our Guru Maharaj used to say that any temporary fall down of a devotee, it should not be a point of discussion for others. Because we keep on talking ill about that person, we will lose our devotion. But that person would have lamented for what he had done, the mistake he had done in the past, and he would have done bhajan more sincerely and severely, and he would have attained Supreme Lord. So, that's why it is very, very dangerous to talk ill about others. In the time of, infinite time, one fall down or a fall down for few years, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years is very insignificant.
What about Vaishnava Bharat? What is that?
Yes, it's a Vaishnava Aparad. If Vaishnava Aparad is there, then he is completely finished. But Jiva Goswami Pad says that once devotion is not lost, because devotion can never be lost. There is one, it's a, but in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Rupa Goswami says that in Chaitanya Charitamrita also it is written that Vaishnava Aparad Jadi Hati Mata, it's like a maddened elephant. It will destroy everything. There in the purport, Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur quotes to Jiva Goswami, and he says, devotion is never destroyed completely, but it will go to a sleeping state, dormant state. Because devotion can never be finished. Even Vaishnava Aparad is done.
Doesn't it say the elephant breaks in and rips out the...
Yes, it does
roots,
say. From the very root. Yes, it does say. But Jiva Goswami differs in the opinion. Devotion can never be finished. It goes to a very, very dormant stage, means for him to again be awakened in Krishna Bhakti will take a lot of time.
But then Jiva Goswami says that, my Guru Maharaj used to quote, that Vaishnava Bharat is like a thunderbolt.
Yes.
And he says the effect of Vaishnava is for crores of kalpas, that person will go to hell.
Yes. True, that is true. For millions and millions of years, he has to suffer. Devotion is still there.
Then after millions of years in hell...
Yes. Just like ordinarily some sin one has performed, And he has performed devotion also. He has fallen down not because of Vaishnava offense, but because of some sinful action or prarabdha, some past activity. Like, we will slowly hear that some previous karma has acted upon Jada Bharat.
Oh.
So, Sukadeva Goswami will very shortly tell that it is due to the influence of his past karma, this has happened. So, ordinarily it does not happen, but it happened because I just, what do you call, jumped few verses further because of your question. I should have reserved this later, but I just jumped. Because of the karma that got fructified at this point in time, nobody can cross over karma. This is a very, very essential thing that we need to understand from this. Karma is so strong. But if one has fallen down due to karma, his getting up is very, very easy because the devotion he has performed, devotion is not finished. But if one's fall down is due to Vaishnava aparadh, even though the devotion is not finished, it is covered so much, like the embryo being covered by the womb, not like covered by the shell of an egg. It's very brittle. But embryo of the womb, embryo covered by the womb, is parthiva daruno dhumas. In Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says that just like the fire is covered by the smoke, but that is not a very great covering. And the embryo is covered by the egg shell, but that's also not very great covering, but definitely stronger than the smoke. In a similar manner, the fetus is covered by the womb. So this covering here is even more stronger. So if one's fall down is due to the offenses, the covering of bhakti becomes so stronger and stronger. To break it, it will take millions of years.
Very dangerous.
Very dangerous. In Gajendra's also story also it is told, there Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur writes in the commentary, this Gajendra has offended the Vaishnava Agastya Muni. He has not respected him properly. Because of that, he had, attained, he became an offender of Vaishnava. Therefore, he attained the elephant's body.
That was Indrajumna Swami.
Yes, Indrajumna Maharaj.
How did he offend Agastya Muni?
Because he did not respect. When Agastya Muni came to his courtyard, he did not respect. He did not give garland to him. He did not properly give respect to him.
And whatever, he was cursed.
Yes. And then he was cursed. Because you behaved like a, elephant, dull towards respecting the Vaishnavas. May you become that. So because of this offense, but because he had devotional imprints in him, he could compose the prayers in the glorification of the Lord.
And who was the crocodile?
Crocodile was Gandharva Huhu.
And why he became a crocodile?
Because when some rishis were taking bath in the river, he was playful, like a crocodile. He went and then he grabbed their feet. There's some play, right? We play. So he pulled the legs of the sages. Immediately they told that you came like a crocodile. Become a crocodile.
Then how the crocodile and the elephant, that Gandharva...
Yeah, he became...
How did they come together fighting each other?
They became conscious at that time. The Gandharva became conscious and then he prayed to
No. Why this...
Last times the two came together.
That's what I'm telling.
What brought them together that they should fight each other?
I'm telling you that only.
Oh.
So then they came back to consciousness and they begged forgiveness from the rishis. Please forgive us. Please forgive us. We have committed so many offenses to you. We have done, blindly we have acted like this. Then he told, Rishis Munis, they are very merciful. They give curse means their curse is also mercy. It's not out of anger. It's for the welfare of living entities. So, in particular Yuga, when Gajendra is going to be rescued, at that time, Hari will cut your throat and he will deliver you. He will get back your Gandharva body. You will be delivered from this body, not from this material plane, but you will be delivered from this crocodile body and attain Gandharva's body during Gajendra's thing. Hari will do it. So that's how they met.
It's not that they had some fight with each other, they were cursed.
No,
They had
no, no,
connection.
no, 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 no.
Only because of
The Rishi's arrangement.
blessing them.
Yes,
And then everything, wow, it's so
Yes.
intricate, huh?
yes.
Thank you very much, man.
Okay. श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गांधर्विका गिरिधारी श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। परमाराधितम पतित पावन श्रोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोस्वामी श्री गुरु महाराज की जय। नित्य लीला प्रविष्टोम विष्णुपाद प्रवंश श्रोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति दयित माधव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जगत गुरु श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री श्री रूपानुग गुरु वर्ग की जय। श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ षड गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। सपरिकर श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन श्री श्री राधा गोविंद श्री श्री राधा गोपीनाथ जीव की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय। श्री कृष्ण द्वैपायन वेदव्यास महामुनि की जय। श्री भरत महाराज की जय। श्रीमद् भागवत श्रवणकारी भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री हरिनाम प्रभु की जय। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल।